Greetings. My name is Nina. I am a neurodiverse grandma. I play Minecraft, and now I'm going to react to a video. Um, Although I have seen this video many, many times, um, but I am looking at it through new neurodiverse eyes because when I first saw this video years ago, like 18 years ago. Has it been that long? Jeez. Um, I didn't know I was autistic. I had just left my husband, and this video, which is Numb by Linkin Park, had a profound effect on me. And I wasn't entirely sure why. And so now I am going to come back around from a neurodiverse perspective and kind of react to it from a different point of view. I love this song. I love this band. Um, it gave me great sadness to hear of Chester's death. Because I can't imagine what he would have created. But I kind of get it. His music was just so from a place in his heart that was probably broken in some way. And I don't mean that I mean that in how a lot of us have had experiences that just broke us, and he brought it out in this artistic expression, which is amazing. Anyway, so this is my reaction from my different perspective. And, I'm kind of new to trying to do this, so please be kind because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yes, I did almost drop that F-bomb, but I didn't because I'm trying to be good. All right, here we go.
You want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface.
Okay, so this was me. I was in a class, but this was when I was really young. I was always doodling, always drawing, always looking out the window, looking at other people, not paying attention to what was going on. And, because of that, I actually failed second grade because I didn't learn how to read because it was boring and I didn't want to do it. So I did other stuff like watch the birds out the window, and I was doing things that were frowned upon. And I mean, I wasn't acting bad. I wasn't, nobody really noticed. I think I took more note of what people were wearing and, than my teacher. Anyway, so yes, I was this girl.
Don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes.
I was also very quiet. I also think that that is when I started to learn to imitate other people and mask who I was. Um, I was, when I was held back in second grade, and all my friends were advancing, all my roommates, all of my classmates were advancing, and that was devastating for me. And I tried to do everything to not let that happen again. They thought that I just needed glasses. I couldn't see, which, may have been true, but even once I got the glasses, I never wore them because I hated them until later when I really, had to have them. But I think this is why this affected me so, is because I had to become something I didn't want to become. And that was like everybody else, to fit into the box of normality. And I wasn't normal. My brain didn't work that way. I didn't know that. All I knew was I was different. And I'm not even sure I knew that. But anyway, I'm going to continue on. Another thing that kind of caught me is when I was that age, I was not living with my mother. My mother, which probably I would have to say is also autistic, she was off somewhere. She was like in her early 20s, and she was off doing her 20s thing, and she left me with my grandparents. And I always thought that she didn't want me, and that I wasn't good enough for her. She had better things to do than to have a child. And all I knew at that age was I didn't think I was wanted by my own mother. There was no, well, she had already left my father by then, so he wasn't in the picture that I recall. But um, I just felt, you know, unwanted. My grandparents, loved me, of course, but it was my mother's love I wanted, and I wasn't good enough. I wasn't, and all I could think of is that I'm just not what she wants, you know? I don't know. And that's why this song kind of hits me. I also didn't have a lot of friends. So this part comes back to when I had just left my husband, and with him, I felt I could never do anything right. Everything I did was wrong. I couldn't I couldn't wash dishes right. I couldn't raise my son right. Nothing I did was right. And when I left, this part of the song was like, you know, you may be disappointed in me, but that's only because somebody was disappointed in you. And I just broke down like a big old baby and cried my little heart out over this. This song was so impactful. It also woke me up to, maybe why, I couldn't be good enough. I couldn't be good enough for my mom. I couldn't be good enough for my husband, blah, blah, blah. But now I only need to be good enough for me. And that I am happy about.
I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want
I never really got angry though, like she is. But I did become numb. My whole marriage was just numb. Okay, so I sure did become numb. My whole marriage, I would hide in my computer life, my digital life. I hid when things were going on around me. I used to get yelled at a lot. Um, and So when he started screaming at me for no apparent reason, I would just be in my little computer world, um, doing whatever it was I was doing. What really broke that for me is when I saw my 8-year-old son doing the same thing I was doing when he started yelling at us. That broke my heart, and that was the first step of me leaving. Was when my son was doing the same thing I was. He was hiding in his computer. And I could not have that. Anyway, that is my reaction to Linkin Park's Numb, which I love Linkin Park. They are an amazing band. I wish they were, still intact, but such is life. The one thing that I would like you to do is don't let anybody shove you in a box. You need to be who you are. Um, Even if you spill out of that box or can't even get in the box. When I was young, I just was shoved right into that box. And I had to be what I was expected to be. And in today's society, you guys have so much more freedom, and because the world's more knowledgeable about this, there's still people out there that don't want to accept that, autism's a thing or whatever. We're not broken, we're just different. So we just need a little different. We need people to understand that we're different and work towards that. You know, just because you don't see the difficulties we have, it doesn't mean they don't exist and that we don't need help for them. So Don't let anybody shove you in a box, um, literally or figuratively, because if that's not who you are, and I'm not saying that there aren't people who fit in that box nicely, and more the power to you, but that doesn't mean everybody fits in that box. So be yourself. And it has taken me a long time to figure out that, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. And you can too. So, leave a like if you liked it, if it helped you in any way, or even if you just liked Linkin Park, and I will happily glide on that. Um, Share if you can, comment, please. I'd love to hear. And subscribe, because God knows what I'll come up with next. Anyway, I just want to say have a great day, have a great life, and peace out.